Lucius Junius Brutus had spent years pretending to be an idiot. King Tarquin the Proud had murdered Brutus's father and brother, seizing their wealth. Young Brutus survived only by acting stupid, drooling, mumbling, appearing too foolish to threaten anyone. The king at cheek, ept him around, a living joke. Nobody suspected the fool was planning revolution. When Tarquin's son committed his crime against Lucretia, and she took her own life, Brutus dropped the act. He carried news of the tragedy to the Roman Forum, and his voice, clear and powerful, shocked everyone. Will we tolerate tyrants who harm our families? Thundered. Will we remain slaves in our own city? Rome exploded in fury. Brutus led the rebellion that drove out the Tarquin family, ending 244 years of monarchy. Rome became a republic, and Brutus was elected as one of its first two consuls, the highest office in the new government. He had won. The fool had become Rome's liberator. But the Tarquins hadn't given up. From exile, they plotted to reclaim their throne. They needed supporters inside Rome, men willing to betray the republic and restore the monarchy. They found willing conspirators among Rome's young aristocrats, including Brutus's own sons Titus and Tiberius. The young men had grown up as princes under the monarchy. The republic meant nothing to them except the loss of privilege and status. When Tarquin's agents approached them with promises of power and wealth, they agreed to help overthrow their father's government. The conspiracy was discovered. Documents were seized. Names were revealed. Brutus's sons were among the traitors. Rome waited to see what their consul would do. Everyone knew Brutus loved his sons. Surely he would show mercy, find some way to spare them. The republic was new, barely established. Surely family loyalty would come first. Brutus called a public assembly in the Forum. His sons were brought before him in chains, along with the other conspirators. The evidence was read aloud, letters proving their guilt. Plans to assassinate the consuls and senators, arrangements to open Rome's gates to Tarquin's army. The crowd murmured. Brutus's face was stone. The sentence for treason is death, he announced, his voice steady. Does anyone dispute the evidence? Nobody spoke. His sons stared at him, perhaps hoping for some sign of paternal mercy. There was none. Carry out the sentence, Brutus ordered. Father, please. His sons begged. Brutus didn't respond. He sat in his consul's chair and watched as the executioner brought out the rods on Daxi Simbanjusts. He watched as his sons were stripped and bound. He watched as the rods struck their backs. He watched as the axes fell. Ancient historians claim he never flinched, never looked away, never showed emotion. He sat like a statue while his own sons died for betraying the republic he had created. The other conspirators were executed immediately after. Their bodies were displayed as a warning. This is what happens to those who betray Rome. The crowd dispersed in stunned silence. Some admired Brutus's dedication to principle. Others thought him a monster who valued politics over family. But everyone understood the message. The republic would survive because its founders were willing to sacrifice everything, even their own children, to protect it. Brutus served out his consulship and died later that year in battle against the exiled Tarquins. He never spoke publicly about his sons again, but his action became legend, the ultimate example of Roman virtue, of duty over personal feeling, of law over family. For 500 years, Romans would tell the story of Brutus and his sons. It became the defining example of what it meant to be Roman, to value the republic above all else, to let justice prevail even when it tears your heart apart. The man who had once pretended to be a fool proved to be the strongest Roman of all. He founded the republic and showed it would endure because its principles mattered more than any individual, including his own flesh and blood. Rome survived because Brutus taught it a harsh lesson. freedom requires sacrifice. Sometimes that sacrifice is your own sons. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such stories.